Hey, I'm Laura and welcome to my channel. If you don't know, I make creative videos sharing with you my craft room and my scrapbooking and all kinds of fun stuff that I do creatively. And today I am making an 8.5 by 11 scrapbooking layout of my baby niece and I. And I love this photograph so much. I printed it pretty large in comparison to the 8.5 by 11 background paper that I have. Usually I would print a photo smaller, but I really loved her face in this and I wanted it to be front and center. So I start off with putting my photograph on this background paper, which matches the sky and the ocean colors really, really well. And I think that looks amazing. And you can see here, I've pulled out all of my star, moon, and cloud ephemera die cut pieces. And I'm working through that. I want to use up as much as I can in this layout. If you haven't watched my recent video, I did one on how I reorganized all of my ephemera and die cuts. And this was one of the categories that I had was clouds and stars and basically sky stuff. So that little portion of the container for all of my die cuts was pretty overflowing. And I decided I should use some of those up as soon as I could. So I'm using this opportunity to do a solid color background paper. And essentially, I'm going to make my own patterned paper background using this plain light blue cardstock and all of those white die cut stars. I love the way they look piled up on top of each other, and I think they highlight the photo really well. Do they have anything to do with the ocean and me and my baby niece? Not really, but they're cute. And I think you can put stars on anything that has a baby on it. It's kind of like a nursery theme or something. I don't know. That's where my mind goes. So I really like how it looks and I think it's really cute. I also grab a couple of cloud die cuts that I have here that are like bluish green with white script over them. And I think those are probably Vicky Boone, if I had to guess. She does a lot of mixed media die cut stuff like that. And they are years and years old from my stash. So I'm using up some clouds and a ton of stars, basically all of my white die cut stars I use up on this single layout. I grab a couple of washi tape strips with quotes on them. One says, "Some things are more precious because they don't last long." I put that one on my page first, and I really loved that. I thought that quote was super appropriate because she's a baby and that phase does not last very long. And the story behind this photograph was just so sweet. So me and my sister often do beach trips. I live in North Carolina. She lives in Florida. I used to live in Virginia by the coast. And anytime we get together, we try to go out to the beach. Whenever I go down to Florida, we take a couple of day trips over to the ocean. And then when she would come up to Virginia, we go to the ocean. And really making that a priority. It's always been a part of how we spend time together when we travel to see one another because we both love it. Well, this is my first time going with my baby niece since she was born, and she loves it too. She was so excited. You could see this look on her face. She just lit up and had like this open mouth smile. That's how excited she was to be in the water and in the ocean and playing with us. My sister is the one who took this photograph of me and my niece here, and I love it. I think, that kind of joy, that childlike joy where they get so excited about the most simple things like being in the water or seeing a person that they love, like that kind of joy just lighting up their face. That's a phase that doesn't last that long, like I've only got a few more years of that. And then they grow out of it and they become children and they start losing some of that magic. Like nothing seems quite as magical as it does when you're a toddler. Everything fascinates you when you're a toddler. So I thought that quote on that washi tape strip was super appropriate. And you can see all throughout this video, I'm just piling different embellishments on. So I've got this title that says Sweet, and it's a puffy blue scripty font. And I've got some gorgeous puffy stickers on there. I've got some heart stickers. I put a ton of clear rhinestones down, kind of to act as enamel dots. And I thought the clear/white color was perfect for the ocean and the water. I also added another quote sticker right below the photograph. And what does that say? It says, "The unexpected is usually what brings the unbelievable." So I definitely was not expecting my niece to react that excited to the ocean. I think most babies I know are pretty apprehensive to large bodies of water. So I really loved that. The quote doesn't have too much to do with the photograph, but I guess I could tie it in that way. I also added a ton of different word phrase stickers there, and I matted my photograph with some various patterned papers. And this is what the entire layout looks like when it comes together. I love it so much. It's so sweet, and I love my baby niece, and I love having all these cute babies in my life to document these moments with. I hope you have enjoyed seeing this layout come together. It was a very quick layout and pretty easy. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel if you want to see me work through my stash and really downsize, simplify my craft room and my supplies by using a ton of things up. These layouts where I'm using stuff up out of my stash, I love. I love the feeling that I get afterwards, knowing I've used up a bunch of my stuff that's been in my stash for years. If you want to enjoy that feeling, try some scrapbooking layouts like this. Use some die cuts and make your own pattern paper background. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video and this idea, and I will see you later. Bye.